me so cold, and I'm gonna take you traveling the world. But I gonna love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'll give you all of what I've got. Fancy things, baby, I have not. Just gonna love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, baby. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Oh my god, this sucks. It's going to be all day. I think this is going to be a Salmon River soaker.
Every year I make my way to the Salmon River. I don't usually have much time, but I make time for salmon. It's an incredible experience, and the size and power of these fish is just absolutely ridiculous. This year I only have one day to be on the river, and it's going to be a day trip, so it's going to be a really long day. But with only one day on the water, I'm really hoping it's going to be a good day.
So we just pulled into the DSR and had an early wake-up call this morning. My alarm went off at 2:40 this morning. Normally I'd be sleeping somewhere a little bit closer with some family, but this year with COVID, not so much. So we had to make a 3-hour drive this morning. Just pulling into the DSR now. Going to fish sun up to sundown, and another 3-hour drive on the way home. It's definitely going to be a long day, but got to pull it together here. A little tired the last half hour, but we're at the river, so this is good.
Well, there's certainly salmon everywhere already. Definitely everywhere. They're like literally everywhere. I'm just hoping they're gonna be aggressive.
So there's a lot of fish movement already. I've seen a lot of fish. So hopefully the rain that came in the last day or so pulled in a bunch of fish. I see a lot of fish moving though. I haven't had any takes yet. I did have one hookup, but I don't think he was right. So he pulled loose. And waiting for it to get a little bit brighter out so I can see the contours of the pool, so I can know where the deep spots and holding spots are likely to be. But right now I feel like I'm fishing blind. Is really just looking at the currents of the water to figure out where to go.
So unfortunately I missed that hook set, but I actually have my first real hookup of the day here. That took for freaking ever. My God, it took forever to get a real hookup. But this looks like a really nice one. And I have much lighter line on than I'm used to having in here, so I'm hoping to God I can actually land this fish. Wow, 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 wow. Bring it right back into the pool. This is a good hookup, though. This is a good hookup. me forever to get that bite too. Son of a Oh, I'm a little frustrated. So today's been really difficult. It's one of those days where I just didn't think I was actually going to get a bite. There's a lot of people around me who are flossing and they're hooking up because, you know, there's fish. They just haven't been in a biting mood. And I finally got my first real take. Had the stupid camera off because I just changed the battery. So I completely missed that. But I was dropping down the lighter line and he ended up breaking me off. I'm really frustrated. It's one of those days where I just didn't feel like I was going to get a bite. I finally got one and I screwed it up. Alright, that's another take. Oh, I'm finally getting some fresh fish to come in. We're starting to hook up. Starting to get real good hookups too. Real good ones. This is legit. This is a really fresh fish. Really fresh fish. No way this fish is ready, that's for sure. Oh, I really don't want to lose this one. Oh my god, am I going to have this guy whooped? Come on. I gotta get you out of this. No. That one broke off. Had the fly, probably caught a tooth. Probably caught a tooth. Son. Oh my god, this is like the most frustrating day ever. Like ever. I can't freaking catch these fish. That one was freaking whooped. I almost had my hand on him and I still couldn't get him. You gotta be kidding me. I'm starting to get bites though, that's for sure. I'm wondering if I go back to heavier line. I'm not having a problem getting the bites all of a sudden. Now I'm having a problem landing them. Another good one. Heads up. I think he's coming around. I think he's coming around. Oh, son of a bitch. I can't land today. What? That hook bent that easy? That is ridiculous. There's no way that hook should have been out that easy. That was another good hookup. I'm really getting a lot of good hookups now. I have yet to land any. Something's going wrong every time. This time it was the hook. Dang. sure what happened there. That was just absolute chaos. All of a sudden he was swimming at me. I don't know if he flossed it or if he like, they are all sorts of in here now. Like all sorts of in here. Oh, you got it? Mine's coming right. There we go. There's a crap ton of fish in here right now. All right, so these are the situations that you're talking about when there's aggression and tons of fish. This is tons of fish and aggression. I might have a steelhead or a coho. Oh my God, I got a coho. Come on, baby. Let me land this thing. Please, please, please let me land this thing. Beautiful little coho. That's a big number of fish. Look at them all come. Wow. Wow. This is ridiculous. These things are just motoring through. Coming through. Coming through. What's that? Well, I downsized everything to try to get bites. I downsized everything trying to get bites. Oh, he hung me. Still on. No. I think he's got me hung now. I think he's off.
Well, the story of the day so far is basically that it started off really, really tough this morning. There were definitely fish here, but they were not active fish. They were moving, but they weren't interested in biting anything. And it got to be actually really frustrating because there was a couple of flossers that were right around me, and of course they were hooking up left and right because they could see the fish and they could easily just floss them. So in that kind of situation, it gets really hard to try to stick to your guns and just keep fishing and hope things turn around. I was getting really frustrated just with the whole situation, and then all of a sudden a batch of fresh fish came through, and bam bam bam, it was like 3 good hookups in a row. I really should have landed at least one of those. I basically had almost touched him, and he ended up breaking my line. I could see the fly in his mouth, and so I went 0 for 3 pretty quick there on legit bites. Got a little coho a little bit later, and then since then there's been plenty of fish moving through, but again it actually turned into chaos because you couldn't tell whether you were getting hit or not. It was just absolute chaos, fish going everywhere, lines going everywhere. That has calmed down, and there's a steady flow of fish, but I'm not getting the bites again. It's getting a lot harder to actually get any real bites, but there's a ton of fish moving. They're splashing all over the place out here right now. It's crazy. But it was super wet this morning. I mean, absolute downpour. Pretty rough conditions. I actually just took off a couple of wet layers and changed. I always bring extra stuff because of that. And I mean, I'm wearing a Gore-Tex coat and I was still soaked. I mean, I guess I fell down once when I was fighting a fish. That probably is why I got a little wet. So I'm definitely feeling a little warmer now. Gonna get back into it, but you know, even when it's hard, try to stick to your guns, try to do it right. You know, we had a bunch of fish move in and I did get a couple of really good hookups, so I'm at least happy with that, even if I didn't land any when I really should have. I dropped down to lighter line and I think that had something to do with it too. So I'm going to go back to heavier line and just hope that I can get a couple of takes here and there throughout the rest of the day, and then we might be able to get one to hand.
Well, everybody sees them. Here they'll come. That's a good hook. Coming across. Don't suppose you got a net. Steer him back this way. That's where they lost me last time. Damn it. That rock has lost me 2 fish. Son of a bitch. I tried to hold it up as high as I could. God, there's another one. Hope this one's manageable. That's a good hookup. Come on, baby. Love it when they do that. He's trying to shake that fly out of his mouth. Either. If I land this, it'll be the first one I've landed.
Oh yeah? You're hooking a lot though, right?
Not big, but pretty. Try to land them quick here. Get over here, buddy. Yeah, they are. Small but pretty.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Watched him open his mouth